review the first Matrix movie since the fourth one comes out in a few days. And since Spider-Man's coming out, I might as well talk about the Matrix. And I'm seeing Spider-Man tomorrow, by the way. So, I saw this movie on Netflix before they removed it, and this movie stars Keanu Reeves, Lawrence Fishburne, and Carrie-Anne Moss. I don't know how I said that right. And it's about a guy named Neo is lured into a underworld to prevent a bad future from coming. And man, I love this movie. Like, seriously, it's like it has a good story, it has great action, good cast. Like, this movie had me change my perspective on Lawrence Fishburne, because I first saw Lawrence Fishburne in the Ant-Man and the Wasp, and I didn't really dig into his performance in that movie. But when I saw him in The Matrix, I'm just like, wow, this dude can act. He portrayed Morpheus so well. And by the way, he's the mentor to Neo. We all know that. And yes, it's very fascinating. We get these plot twists that can honestly be twisted in our real life world, because the plot is basically Neo is taken to the other side of the world that's completely different from our world. It's basically he's been lied to about, he always thought things were real until he realized it's what's not real. And then he's taken to what is called the real world, as he gets this gray CGI thing all around him, and then he's like, and then we hear if it's a computer virus, and then he wakes up and he's in this machine thing, and then you're thinking to yourself, man, could that actually happen after you die or something? Are we actually in a simulation world? It's very fascinating in my opinion, because it can have us predict possible futures or what the world could be like after we pass away, but who knows? And as Neo is then shown what the Matrix is all about, he is taken to an all-white room, which is called the loading screen, and then we see Lawrence Fishburne just this is the Matrix, and he explains it, and I find the backstory fascinating, and and then they show various futures, something like that, and they appear to this place, and that was just very entertaining. And then later, Neo is then getting his head plugged into something, because the back of their heads has this hole in it, and you plug into that, and boom, he hits a bunch of knowledge on kung fu, various martial arts, and then we get this, what I think is one of the best action scenes I've seen in a movie. Neo versus Morpheus. They're in this karate dojo, and then they're in karate gis, and then they're fighting, and the fast pacing, the music, it's just very entertaining. Then after that amazing scene, I just like the line delivery where Lawrence Fishburne is just how did I beat you? Do you believe by being faster or stronger has anything to do with my muscles in this place? Dang, that is some good line delivery. And I feel like I can relate to Neo. I feel like I would be just like him if I was in the Matrix. If I was in the Matrix, I'd be wondering the world of it. And then, as their simulation is over, they then go on this mission thing, and they're all wearing all our characters are wearing all black. They're wearing sunglasses, and they get into an intense battle with these agents. They meet this one lady as well, and then Morpheus basically gets captured, and once they get back into the real world, they think they have to kill Morpheus because there's nothing they can do to save him from their simulation world. And Neo's just no. And then they get Carrie-Anne Moss's character, Trinity, and Neo get their weapons, and they go get ready to find Morpheus. And there's also the villain, Agent Smith, played by Hugo Weaving. I love Hugo Weaving. I always felt he was good in V for Vendetta. You should all check out V for Vendetta. Great movie. And I feel like he does a great job as Smith. apparently Smith is like a, it's kind of like a, I don't know what to describe it. It's like he's like a bot or like a simulation or whatever you want to call it, and he does some pretty interesting stuff in the second movie where he has the ability to turn people into him, which I found very fascinating. And once they rescue Morpheus, and then Neo and Smith have like a final battle on a train station, and after Neo gets shot, and then you think, oh no, he's dead, but then Trinity kisses him, and then that somehow wakes him up. I didn't understand how that resurrected him, but it's kind of like a princess movie or whatever, where the characters kiss and it's true love or whatever. And then I like the part where Smith is just like angry, and then he like tries to punch Neo, but then he's just dodging his every move, and then they're fighting really fast, and then Neo beats him, and then boom, and then they say, "Oh, he's the one," whatever it is. I guess it means like chosen one, or whatever. I thought that was pretty interesting, and so that's the Matrix. I think I probably missed some things. If you did, you can tell me about it. But what do you think of The Matrix? I think this movie has perfect action, a good modern sci-fi. The movie, I think it still holds up. And I think they're going to reference a lot of this movie in the fourth movie. So, yeah, that's it. I think that's it. And there's a few characters I liked. And I forget their names, but they were like the crew of that machine world they were on. And, how would I rate this movie? I'd give it a 9 out of 10. And I'm kind of glad. I'm very glad they're bringing back The Matrix. I just like to see more because the third one kind of left things unresolved. Like, what happened to Neo? Like, after he got dragged away in the third one. And it's going to be hard to review the other two. I'll review the Animatrix maybe. And I don't know, because I didn't really have much thoughts in the second and third one, but I'll try my best, my people. This will be like a Matrix weekend. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.